Hi, this is Kevin Souza. Have you ever had a bad day? Of course you have. Now, what if you have a business from home that you're doing either on the side or relatively full time, and you're having a bad day? Now, as the owner, you have a choice of whether or not to do your income producing activities with your business or not, depending on how your day is going or depending on how important your goals are to you, right? The majority of people, when they're having a bad day, they allow that to get into their work, their business that they might have part time at home, and their relationships. And sometimes, you might lash out at somebody if you're having a bad day. Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever done that before? Well, today was a day of all days, I'll tell you. Okay. As many of you know, right now it's mid-February, and a month ago, I had my right hip replaced. The doctor had to literally freeze a nerve. He had to block a nerve with a nerve blocker to stop it. But the problem that happened because of that was my foot was frozen, and it still is a month later, and swollen all the way up through my calf. It hurts more than the healing of the hip, where he actually made the incision, where the hip is, where the muscles need to, get all fixed up and back into order again. So today, I had an appointment with my surgeon to get a refill for my prescription for the pain. And I showed up at his office, and he had the wrong dosage. He had a lot lesser dosage than what I needed. And I wasn't too happy about that. And so I insisted on seeing him, and they said, you'll have to come back in 2 hours. Well, as it was, I'm still not driving. And so my wife's father was my ride. And so I had to go outside and let him know the good news. So we decided to eat at a restaurant until it was my time to go back in. And when I went back in, the doctor looked at my leg and he said, you may have a blood clot. We're going to have to do an ultrasound at the MRI place about 20 minutes from there. So I had to ask my father-in-law again to take me there. And I was scared because, a challenge with a blood clot can lead to more, serious complications, including your heart and your very life. So I went, and of course, the ultrasound is a handheld instrument, and they, were really nudging and pushing hard against that very, very sore calf and leg to see if they could find, a blood clot. And in the meantime, he prescribed a nerve pain medicine in addition to my painkiller. And he did, of course, up the dosage that he was having me take on the refill per my request. And so the day was that was 4.5 hours of my day right there. Okay. But today, I'm charged with, based on my own personal commitment and a team of accountability partners, of doing some specific income producing activities in my business. And in addition to that, have agreed to put together another training video on my Facebook marketing as well. And so, again, today is Tuesday, February 16th, and my goal for February, Kim and I have a goal in February to reach a certain income level by the end of the month. And in order to do that, we broke it down to how many leads a day do we need to be generating, which is about 60 leads a day. And what did we do today to generate those leads? Well, I have a couple of paid ads going called solo ads, which are generating about 325 visitors to my website. They call them clicks to your website, but actual visitors to the website. Kim has some marketing things going on with Instagram and Facebook pay-per-click on a very, very light basis. And we also are sending, right after I'm done with this video, a broadcast email to our list of tens of thousands of people to provide something of value, tips and hints and training and what have you. So I'll be sending a broadcast right after this video, and doing the blog post, of course, is part of what this video is for. And also, I managed, in spite of the fact that I was not having a good day today, to listen to an audio calling creating. It's called Creating Inspired Vision by our company founder. And Kim also listened to an audio as well, How to Turn Ideas into Money. And it's important to listen to an audio every single day because of things that happen to you in life that you can't control, right? And then, of course, I'm going to publish my blog post, and I'm going to be accountable for all of these actions. I'm going to syndicate that blog post in Facebook and social media and Google Plus. And the leads today, I'm looking at probably around 80 leads or so. I'm not sure yet because midnight I'll know the exact number. And so far, not one sale yet have we made today. Okay. But that's obviously the goal, to make a sale or two per day between now and the end of February, and to provide new member coaching, meaning calling those people and contacting them and letting them know the first steps to get started. And of course, seeing who might be able to afford the higher purchase products so that they can get better and more quality training and position themselves for maximum profitability. All of this in addition to what happened to me today. Here's my point of telling you all of these things. You know, it's not what happens to you, it's how you respond to it that counts. And I'm a human being. My responses aren't always positive. They're not. I'll admit that. And so should you, and so should anyone else. Okay, even the most successful people in the world are human beings. And their responses to what happened to them negatively in life are not always positive. However, when you are cognizant or aware of what your responses should be, which should always be positive, then the outcomes, the ultimate outcomes of whatever challenges or problems that you're having in life will be in your favor or in the favor of others, okay? And so positive mental attitude, I could sit here and talk about all day, but responding to things that are happening to you all day and during the day is important because it gives you control over your destiny, not just your life, but your destiny. And it's not easy to stay positive. It's not easy to respond in a fashion that is, what can I learn from this? How can I respond to this that will make it beneficial for all involved? It's not always that way, and it wasn't that way for a good portion of the day, particularly when the doctor did not prescribe the right dosage for my pain medicine, which I rely on heavily because of the fact that I have a very swollen foot and swollen calf that's in utter pain all day long that is managed by that medication. So my point of all this again is watch out how you react and respond to things in life, okay? And do things that are productive in spite of the fact that you're not having a great day, that you're having a bad day, okay? Because it will really help your mental attitude, and it will help the others surrounding you, and you will set an example for those people in your life that you love dearly and associates that you have in business as well. So I thought it was very important for me tonight just to tell you about what happened today and what I've done in spite of what's happened today. I'm not perfect. Neither are you, or neither is anyone else. But we can always strive to respond to things that are happening negatively in our lives to make things better and to have the ultimate outcome be favorable for all who are involved. So with that said, that's my video blog post today. I hope somebody learned something from that, because I sure learn when I reinforce things that I'm doing in a positive fashion. And I hope you and your family make it a wonderful day. Click the link in this post at the bottom and join my wife and I. And let's lock arms and work together. And who knows? Hey, maybe we'll meet each other someday, or maybe you can pay forward that which you're learning from me and from our business. So this is Kevin Souza. I hope you make it a wonderful day.